That's the Dragon's Tooth. First to the Virginia Triple Crown. 3 really apparently cool peaks I've seen a lot of photos of. That thing's awesome. Well, this trail has been flat. Oh, it goes hostile. That's gonna do pretty well for the night. Four Pines, Hostel. Sweet place. My phone ran out of battery yesterday in the evening as I was going down Dragon's Tooth, so I didn't get much video, but that was definitely the hottest part of the entire Appalachian Trail yet. Just rock scrambles upon rock scrambles, using my hands all the time. It was fun though, lots and lots of fun. Oh damn, that's the Dragon's Tooth. You can see all the rocks from here. Well. Welcome to McAfee's Knob.
I don't know if you guys saw, but there's a bear about 200 feet.
Just finished up at McAfee's Knob. Loads of muggles up there, but honestly that was a bit of a blessing because they gave me some water, which I desperately needed because the last spring was dry. Honestly, it's kind of underwhelming. It was a smaller cliff than it looks like on photographs. That being said, the views were and are still quite nice. That's the Blue Ridge, the big fat mountains you see on the horizon. I'm just gonna have to go up and over those, and then that is the Tinker Cliffs' very last member of the family of the Virginia Triple Crown. Dragon's Tooth, this and that. That's the last of the VA Triple Crown, conquered, completed, the Tinker Cliffs. That is the Dragon's Tooth on 7 p.m. Thursday. The McAfee's Knob on 1 p.m. Friday. And the Tinker Cliffs on 3 p.m. Friday. That's the whole Virginia Triple Crown in 20 hours. When you're at the Tinker Cliffs, make sure you don't fall down these big scary holes. Unless, of course, you're trying to go down them intentionally. This is... oh! Woo! Ha-ha! This is really cool. Damn. Road walking to a supermarket for resupply, and it's like I'm back in Florida. Look at this stuff. Bottom shelf, pretty hard to find, but this is the stuff you want. 2 ingredients, peanuts and salt. I'm just carrying more and more food. Back in Florida, when I was doing 30 Ks a day, I would take 8 days of food, 9 days of food to fill my pack. Now, I'm carrying 5 days of food, 4.5 actually, and it's completely, utterly filling my pack. I'm gonna have to eat like a pig to get rid of this stuff, which is not a bad thing. Still under $10 a day though. Awesome. I feel like I'm back in Key West somehow. All this warmth, this very humid warmth. I hear the highway close to me, but I'm still surrounded by this greenery. I can't be happier that it's raining. Both I and the ecosystem need it. I actually ran out of water last night. I thought I had brought enough. I brought 1.5 liters uphill after
having probably drank 2 liters at the bottom of the hill, but it just wasn't enough. And I drank it all last night, didn't have any for breakfast, so I'm having some water. I'm getting some water and having breakfast at the top of the hill. I was just talking to myself about this, so I figured I might record a bit of it. So, what I'm slowly realizing through all of this hiking I'm doing is that the Heisen Trail, the very first long distance trail I've done, you can see it in my YouTube videos, it's the very first video I've made. That was just absolutely superbly created, like superbly constructed. I don't think they could possibly have done a better job with the resources and with the landscape that they had at hand. It's just incredible. Like, apart from some roadwalks, there's not really much I would change too much, and they are working on getting rid of those roadwalks. And that's quite different with the Appalachian Trail. I sort of feel like maybe the Appalachian Trail started with a united vision, but maybe that vision was a bit fractured because there are so many different clubs which maintain the Appalachian Trail and take care of it. And as a result, it sort of feels like a very slightly disjointed experience, and not really like the most optimal one. It's kind of repetitive. Often it has a bit of an addiction to ridges, which I don't really love. The Pinhoti Trail was great. There's not too much I would change about the Pinhoti Trail. That's also very well constructed. So yeah, the Appalachian Trail just isn't, I don't know, it's not terrible, but it's not optimized. Down there is the Blue Ridge Parkway. The Appalachian Trail kind of vaguely sort of almost follows it for the next 400 kilometers or so. What a view! Well, this is slightly wrong. It's 2,190 miles, and it says it's the longest marked footpath in the world, which is not exactly true. Well, today has been easy. I've just done 35 kilometers. Felt like nothing. How's this for a shelter? Huge upper bunk right there. Really big lower bunk as well. Probably the biggest capacity shelter I've seen yet. Nice sports too. Apple Orchard Mountain isn't the hardest climb, but it's probably the biggest climb in Virginia so far. People say Virginia's easy, but so far absolutely hasn't been. I'm most of the way through the state, and I'm just climbing one of the biggest climbs I have on the entire trail. I can only think of 1 or 2 climbs which are bigger than this so far. And a couple days ago, I was on the Dragon's Tooth, which was the toughest part of the entire trail so far. It's not easy. Fresh Grounds, who's a very famous trail angel I met in Florida, is actually active in this region right now, but I don't think I'll meet him. I think I'm just a bit too late. Pretty sure he said he'd wrap up his activity this week, and I'm not really sure where he is. You know, now that the Virginia Triple Crown is over, I'm not really having any of these big cool rock formations which are like photograph famous on the Appalachian Trail, which is kind of a pity. I mean, they're all gone now. It's just flat forest basically, but that's all right, we press on. I've heard Fresh Grounds, the trail angel, is actually on the trail very close to me, about 2 hours walk away. I'm chasing you down, Fresh Grounds, I'm chasing you down. I don't know about you, but that looks like Fresh Grounds' van. I think I will get some trail magic. Here with Fresh Ground.
Seafood
And it
delight.
cooked me an amazing meal as well. Yeah, seafood delight as well.
Yeah.
I was the third last customer served by Fresh Ground on this 2024 northbound Appalachian Trail season. I'm so happy, so happy. I also got some extra food for dinner. Very first views in the northern Blue Ridge Mountains. I haven't had any whatsoever before. I think what really sets Fresh Ground apart from the other trail angels is his attitude toward the whole thing. Like, he's very professional. A lot of trail angels will just kind of chuck some dry food like granola bars and all these really sugary pastries on the table, and they will feel like angels, and they will be angels. It's always amazing to see those people on trail. But at the same time, you can go a bit further, and Fresh Ground really commits to what he does. He really takes pride in what he does, and I think that really reflects in his service. It's like some people treat trail magic as a hobby. He treats it as a profession. He's real with it. From the yelling and the identical tents, I'm guessing that a bunch of Boy Scouts have taken over my campsite. But that's alright. I'm gonna try and backtrack and find a better one. It's just my morning routine now. I wake up, I have breakfast, I pack up my tent, I start the longest hill climb in the universe. Well, this isn't too bad, folks. At least I have some reward. Sweet, sweet rain and sweet, sweet 800-mile mark. There's only like less than 1,400 miles to go to Katahdin. Resting for the moment, but I'm charging up the mountain shirtless because why not? This is a very long climb. A whole ass thunderstorm came by and then completely cleared while I was on this climb. I'm still on this climb. I'm pretty sure it's the longest climb I have done on this entire trip. It's like a kilometer high. This is, I think, Coal Mountain Summit. It's gonna be the last hill of the day. And you have a pretty decent view. I was going to launch the drone from here, but I think it's just a bit too dark with all the clouds and all the, well, it's pretty late in the day as well. But it's not too bad a view, and I'll find a place to launch my drone tomorrow. Go to this grassy roadside field at the crack of dusk. Time to go to bed and wake up to another day.